It's good to be with you at the middle of the week here on this Wednesday. And today I would like to just warn all of us. We've got to be very careful not to have fear. The Bible makes it very clear we're not to be anxious. We're not to be careful. God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of sound mind, as 2 Timothy chapter 1 says. But I'd like to look at Psalm 37. I love this psalm. And we read in verse 23, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand." And here's what I want you to note, verse 25. "I have been young, and now I'm old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread." I think one of the things that creates more fear than anything else for believers, because they're human, is the fear of economic downturn, the fear of not being able to make ends meet, the fear of not being able to provide for a family or to do the things that seem important in our lives. And of course, economics are very important. But the Lord makes it very clear here, through the psalmist, that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. No matter where we are in history, no matter what God has called us to do, no matter where we are on this earth, God knows that, and his steps are ordered, and he delights in our way when we're following him. And he has promised that he will not allow us to be utterly cast down. Now, there are times when we do fall. There are times when situations overpower us, but he will be there to uphold with his own hand. It's like when a father's with his child, all of a sudden the child trips and falls or slips or something, and you have the father immediately bring that child back up and meet whatever need may have been caused by that fall. There's nothing like the hand of the father. There's nothing like the care of a parent. Well, that's the idea we have here. God delights in us. He watches our every step. He upholds us with his hand. And the psalmist says, "I've been young, and now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken." My friend, God will not forsake you. He will meet your needs. And in fact, if there are things that are discouraging and maybe the normal things to cause fear, God has promised here that he will not forsake us. He will meet our needs. We will have what we need. He will use the trials to develop us and grow us. And he certainly will not be begging bread. I've been in third world situations on a number of occasions, and the one thing the missionaries always tell me is that when a Christian really begins to serve God, has a giving heart, is all out for Christ, God always takes care of them. Just like he does in a more prosperous culture, he does it in the less prosperous culture. He will always take care of his own. We can rest in him as a wonderful heavenly Father. So I want to encourage you, don't let fear come into your heart. That's like a little child not trusting his dad. We have a heavenly Father we can trust. And though we hear reports about potential economic downturns, which probably will come, God will use it for good, and God will take care of us. I promise you, he is a great God. He's a God of miracles, and he'll meet our needs. We need to trust him and to fully rest in his care.